I'm Eric, the owner of Palm Beach Meats. I'm here with Aung, Benny, and Gerald here. And today we're gonna have a little cook-off because a friend here, Aung, says he's the champion, not just in the ring, but the champion at cooking steaks. So today he brings on a challenger here, and we're gonna cook some Japanese Wagyu for the first round. This is 2 pieces of Japanese Wagyu from Kagoshima, Japan. And these guys can do whatever they want within the realms of this kitchen. And Benny is gonna honestly tell us who has the best steak.
On your mark, set,
ready.
go!
Oh, look at you. Mixing up some garlic. Alright, so I'll just get right to it. You wanna hand me that?
And you, Gerald.
I'm just using a little bit of salt, and I'll let the meat shine and speak for itself. I'm not doing all this extra stuff like Aung is, and I'm not using my hands either like a barbarian. This dude's over here just manhandling raw meat and everything. Absolutely insane.
Gerald, have you done this before?
Not with Wagyu, certainly not. This is my first time. I've seen Aung cook it before.
How did you do before?
I mean, I think it was good. I got nothing to compare it to, so, you know, kind of hard to say, but I mean, you're still just out here bare-fisting a whole steak. Everyone's going to taste all the oils in your hand.
So, Gerald, when's your next fight?
November 9th, I will be fighting at the Apex once again for the UFC. So, look for that on ESPN Plus.
ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Looking for that. Oh, were you fighting?
I am fighting a former opponent of Aung's, Rainier de Ritter. So it should be a good fight. I'm excited about it.
You gonna get revenge on me?
Get revenge, yeah. Get one back for the home team.
And what's next for you? What do you got going on these days?
We're gonna wait till probably around January, and then fight in January.
Yeah. What are you doing till then? How are you
Just training.
Yeah.
Just training. Doing what I love. Being in the gym with these guys.
Just hit each other all the time. It's pretty much what it comes down to. All right, I don't know what you think. You're the expert, but I think I might start letting this rest.
However you want to do it.
I feel like that's going to be for sure more on the rare side. But that was really hot, so I'm going to let the steak rest and come up to temp a little bit, and hopefully it finishes at a nice Wagyu medium rare, which is probably super rare compared to everything else.
Great.
Those are some nice charred pieces of garlic you got to go with that steak.
Thank you.
Real nice burnt earthy flavor.
Thank you.
Mine looks like a high quality steak, and yours looks like it has burnt rat turds on it. This is nice. Don't scrape it off now.
You see that crispiness, the marbling, the crispiness versus yours?
You know the crispiness and the marbling have absolutely nothing to do with each other, right?
The crispiness and the marbling in my beef.
Okay, yeah, I was like, I don't know what to...
So what do you guys like to do when you guys fight?
Eat.
Cook.
Eat.
Hang out with family.
Eat everything.
Be with the family.
Tell us about the family.
I got 4 kids at home right now. 5th on the way. Big family.
So that's a lot of cooking.
That's a lot of cooking, yeah.
A lot of eating, a lot of
eating, yeah.
How old
But
are
it's
your
kids. So my oldest is my nephew now. He lives with us, and he's 13. And then my son is 9, and my daughter is 4. And then my younger son is 2, and I have another one on the way.
That's good. You got kids too?
I have one boy who's 3, so he's a handful. It's very energetic,
Yeah.
very talkative.
It's a good age, though. I think they start to really like show their personalities.
Oh yeah. I think you got it on.
Let it sit a little bit, right?
Let it rest. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you about to cut into that thing?
No.
You planning on making a shoe with it or what?
What are you talking about? This one?
You cooked it for like 3 hours.
No, bro. Cook
It's
this for
Wagyu.
We in 2 minutes. 2 minutes on each
Are you
side.
just burying that iron?
Yeah. It's hot.
Oh, really? The iron skillet's hot?
All right, Gerald.
I would let that rest a little bit.
I know. I'm gonna let it
You
rest.
look like you're about to start cutting.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna put this one afterwards.
Okay.
I'm excited to try this.
I would just like to point out at no point did I put my hands on this thing. Unlike
He's
some
not a
people.
true chef. He's not a true chef.
Not
All
a
right,
true chef.
You want to video his one first?
I'm not a disgusting individual. Ooh, like butter.
Wow, rare
Very rare.
as can be.
And it's still falling apart.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is how rich people eat steak, or so I'm told.
Yeah.
Looking at it ain't gonna make it any less well done.
No. Just iron.
What do you think, Benny?
That's good.
Perfectly cooked, huh? Perfectly
That's
cooked.
almost the same color as your shoes. I think you might have cooked it for too long. Use your tongs.
Ready?
Don't put your hands on it anymore.
No, I cut my.
You were throwing that thing around like a frisbee.
No, I cut my.
And again with the fingers. I could hear that when you cut it. I can't believe it's not cooked through more.
Relax, relax. Perfectly cooked Wagyu. This is how you perfectly cook Wagyu. All right, let's see the presentation. This one's from Wisconsin. This one's from Burma.
All right, Benny, which one looks better on the plates?
Now, Benny, taste it. All right,
We call this fork.
let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. Okay?
Stop saying that.
Let's be honest.
I feel like you're making it worse for yourself.
Yeah.
It's not his first time.
Tell me how delicious that is. Can you explain the flavor?
Hey, don't rush him. Let him enjoy it.
The winner is. What's your name?
Aung.
You know that.
Ta-da!
So for the second round, you guys are going to be cooking Australian Wagyu, which is it's going to cook a little bit more like a steak. It's going to eat more like a steak. I believe it's the best steak on the planet. It's not as rich as the Japanese beef. Again, I don't really describe Japanese Wagyu as a steak. This is a steak. This is, you could eat more of it. It's going to have a little bit more texture to it, a little more like bite to it. But that you'll see that intermuscular marble, like that is really exclusive to Wagyu. It's there, but you still have that meat profile. So this is going to cook a little bit longer, and this is going to be something that you're probably a little bit more familiar with cooking.
Ready, set, go!
Let's go.
More garlic, huh? You and the
Now
garlic.
he knows. Now he knows the true secret. A little garlic goes a long way.
A little garlic and all the salt. All the salt ever.
I'm gonna let the meat shine. Okay, I'm not gonna.
Sure you are.
I'm just gonna let the meat do its thing.
Again with the fingers, man. Just so unsanitary.
I wash my hands. You told me to wash my hands right before.
Yeah, crushing the garlic. Crushing.
Just a little flavor, you know. A little flavor don't hurt nobody.
Just a little. Like you put a ton in there.
So tell us about your technique.
My technique is I use the fat, its own fat, right? So on the side it has a lot of fat. So I char the sides first. And then I use the oil and I cook it in its own oil, so its own fat. And then I put some garlic to get the flavor in. Not as a garnish, just to add that flavor, infuse some flavor into it. And yeah. So it's simple salt and garlic. And then I'm gonna top it off with the sea salt afterward, after I cut it.
Gerald, what's your technique here?
So I hit the sides to get some of the fat out. I used a lot more seasonings this time. I got a little onion powder, chili powder, black pepper, cumin, ginger, and some sea salts. I let it cook on each side, and I tried not to play with it every 10 seconds like Aung did, so it could actually like cook and get a nice crust on it. And then let it rest for about 10 minutes. Let that meat get to temperature and do its thing, so it's not bleeding everywhere when we cut into it. And then add a little sea salt at the end for a garnish, and there we go.
I feel very confident, Coming off a big win in the last round, I feel very confident.
Just remember, you lost on presentation.
Presentation, schmansentation. Nobody cares.
How's it looking, Aung?
Perfectly cooked. If it ain't perfect, I wouldn't say so.
Looks good so far. Let's see in a second
Will
here.
you ever come back?
I think so. I think we might have a winner here.
I think this was
All right.
That's a good technique. Is that the spinalis, the cap on there?
Yeah, it's cap and the round.
That's gonna be the best part.
No. Do you have an idea of who won? You do? You have a winner in mind? Gerald. Gerald.
He didn't even hesitate. No, don't try and sway the judges now.
Recap. Wow. We have a draw, and as a tiebreaker round, we're going to do something a little more challenging. We've got a cut that isn't what we would call a Hollywood cut. We're going to use a secondary cut, a lesser known cut, and it's even cut a little bit differently than most people would know this cut. But this is the sirloin flat. Okay, this is the Australian Wagyu. This is a marbling score 9+, so this is the highest marbling score you get out of Australia. But this is, it's from the sirloin. It typically, it eats something between like a skirt steak and a flank. This is cut a little bit differently where it's thicker, and that's intentional to challenge you guys to think outside of the box, see what you can do with this. This is really the round that is going to show who is a true master of Wagyu.
All right.
You guys think you have what it takes?
Well, let's do it.
Any questions?
No.
Ready, set, go!
Alright, how do you manage to cook this beast before?
I'm gonna cube it, and I'm gonna make like an appetizer out of it.
What's your game plan here?
Well, you mentioned it was kind of like a skirt steak, so immediately that made me think of like a bistek or something like that. So I'm looking to chop it thin, go hot and fast, and get some of those good seasonings on there and see what we can come up with.
The winner of this contest actually gets to come cook a full shift here. I'll let you.
Nice, I like that.
You let Aung come in here and cook, you have crickets in your food.
What you say? What you say?
Full serving of crickets with every meal.
This guy talks a lot of shit. We're guys from the Midwest.
I see you're also rendering down some fat.
What? Are you doing the same?
Yeah.
You were copying me last round, bro. Don't even talk about me trying to copy
No, I don't want to hear none of that.
Why would I cut fat before we even started doing this, huh? If I wasn't going to render the fat. You guys just gonna throw in the trash? So I have a really weird request.
What's that?
Do you have a little honey by any chance?
Yeah.
Ooh, someone's getting nervous.
Nervous for what? I'm not nervous at all. I'm asking for honey. It's an ingredient.
Gerald looks very calm and composed right now.
Yeah, and I'm just freaking out. He's asking for honey and all kinds of weird stuff.
Are you? Think he's making a fajita.
Something.
Actually, this meat works really well for fajita.
You heard that, huh?
You guys feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it.
I got a plan. I got a game plan. We'll see if it follows through, huh?
You had a nice crust for me.
Yeah.
Joe, yours is burnt.
Which one?
It's called a crust.
Okay.
People enjoy that. It gives it smokiness and enhances the flavor profile. Yeah, Ang's got a real nice base for a stew.
I'm gonna just let my meat do the talking.
This is the
I'm
first,
not gonna talk no more.
this is the first Wagyu pot roast I've ever seen made.
Say that.
What's your inspiration there?
Well, I got the bistek over here, which isn't the thinnest, but I had this nice cap left, so I figure I'll just be super simple, hit it real quick, and the juice is left over from this with some garlic. I just hit it on both sides and have some little like beef chips as an appetizer.
How'd you do in Denver?
Not good.
I mean, with the weather.
The weather.
The weather. It's okay. It was not bad. The weather was good.
We didn't do that altitude get to you?
Not really. Not too bad. Everything was good until it wasn't good. Everything was perfect until it wasn't perfect. It's crazy. But he was like way big, and then the reach was super, big reach too.
He's a little shiesty about that stuff.
You only learn, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Get better.
For sure.
Wait,
All right.
grab your dish, Cheryl. To the chef.
So I made like kind of a bistek with, you could use it at tacos or something, but it's still good strip steak, and then I have some little lightly cooked appetizer beef chips over here, so I don't waste anything.
I took close experience.
Wow. Layers.
Yes.
I got these nice beef burnt ends. It's called burnt ends, but it's not. It's not burnt. It's really well done, well seasoned,
Pretty burnt.
and it's got a little bed of onion on the bottom.
It's very burnt.
So you get the
All right, guys.
presentation.
Burmese burnt house.
The other one.
It's called burnt ends.
What's the name of yours?
American bistek.
American bistek versus the Burmese burnt ends.
Ah.
That one. Okay.
Presentation.
I'm 3 for 3 on presentations.
You're ready.
There you go.
Feed you.
Get it. Yeah.
Sorry.
They get a bigger piece than that, bro.
Okay.
A bigger piece.
For that is because
Definitely taste the burnt.
you let me know. Keep your stuff. You can. That's what I said. Thank Gerald.
Gerald's one, even though it doesn't have any flavor, even though it has no flavor.
Yours tastes like dirt at the end because you just burnt the heck out. Yeah,
This is really good. Yours is really good
that
too.
was good. I do too. I think you got a good taste, Bang.
Tiebreaker. So you said Gerald won that one? I don't know.
Gerald.
Oh, it was a very tough competition. Aung brought his A game, but at the end of the day, I just pulled out ahead by a small margin. I just want to thank everybody today for the chance to compete in such a prestigious event. Thank you to my competitor for bringing out the best of me, and thank you for our judge for picking my steak twice.
There were no losers in this game.
Yeah.
There were no losers in this game. We all had delicious Wagyu steak, so there's no loser in this game. I'll compete any other day if you want. I'll do it again.
Oh, that was good. That was a lot of fun.
Later.